Yo guys, it's me, Matrix here, coach of the Welsh Wailords. We are bringing you round 2 of the VDL playoffs. We just about made it past Otto last week. This week we're up against Zam of the Georgia Gurchins. Now, Zam I played in many leagues with. In fact, he was actually in my very first draft league, the SSA. We competed in SSA for 2 seasons together, and we never once faced each other. He was always on the other side of the playoff bracket, always on the other side of the season schedule. So I think this is like our first time actually matching up, despite sharing about 3 or 4 different draft leagues. He's a really good player. Both the 2 seasons of the SSA that I played with him, he won both seasons. So yeah, it's scary. Like I've just come off the back of facing one 2-time champion, and now I'm into the face of another 2-time champion of a server I'm part of. So it's rough. It's going to be rough. I'm super nervous for this match. I've tried prepping as best as I can for it. I don't know if what I've got is any good, so we'll see. But yeah, we've got, as you can see, the mons here that I'm bringing. He's got a lot on his team to prep for. He's got Trick Room, which is better in Aromatisse and Torkoal. He's got a good fast mode, in my opinion, because it's well supported by like Meowstick and stuff like that. I do outspeed him for the most part, but still a decent mode. He can still run stuff like Trick Iron Ball and stuff like that. His terrain mode, that's terrifying for me. Because I've got 2 ground types, yeah? And I've got Raichu for a Lightning Rod mod. And I'm not even bringing Raichu to this matchup because I'm trying to get him to stay away from the Trick Room and opt to go for his electric terrain mode, I think. Because I'm not overly relying on Tapu Fini this time. It's there more as a bait option. I'm more relying on like Flygon, Mienshao, Crobat, Coffee-Grigus, Rapidash. So we shall see. It's also very likely that he brings like he could bring Discharge, Lightning Rod, Pincurchin. So that's another issue to look at. So yeah, we're bringing Misty Seed, Tapu Fini. It really does well at taking like even the strongest Rising Voltage from a Zapdos, because obviously Rising Voltage doesn't get the boost from its terrain, but it does get the boost for hitting a grounded mod on terrain. So I've got to be careful for stuff like that. So Misty Seed's really good because most of the threats against Tapu Fini are special, save for a physical Shiftry or a physical Decidueye. So again, that's kind of why you have to be careful with Tapu Fini. He's just got so much against it this week. Like it's probably the worst matchup I've ever gone into with Tapu Fini thus far, and we've had some real tough matchups with Tapu Fini. So yeah, we're going to Misty Seed just so we can get that boost straight off the bat without having to Calm Mind up if we need to. Obviously, the damage output just isn't there. We're bringing Scarf Rapidash with Flare Blitz, Wild Charge, High Horsepower, and Horn Drill. Horn Drill's just there as a Hail Mary at the end if I'm really in a bad position and I just need to get some KOs or something and just roll the dice. Hopefully, we get a 30% chance. Flare Blitz basically hits his entire team. He's got like 2 resists in Inteleon, and Inteleon it still does like 50% damage to, just thereabouts if it's a 0 investment in its health. If it's bulky, it lives. Wild Charge should pick up the KO though, or at least near enough KO, so it depends on what he's got left. But Flare Blitz is a pretty safe option. Plus he's got Sun with Torkoal, so I can do even more damage into his team with that. I'm running it Flash Fire just so I don't take too much damage from a Torkoal Eruption. So you can't like just go for an Eruption. Or I can switch in on a Fire attack if I need to. Scorching Sands will do a bit of damage to me though, so that's going to be careful of. Coffee-Grigus, double setup with Iron Defense, Calm Mash, Shadow Ball, and Body Press. Between Shadow Ball and Body Press, it literally hits his entire team. Shadow Ball does decent damage into the mons that are weak to it. Body Press is just nice again. It all depends on what he ends up bringing. Like Body Press does well into like Regice and stuff. So Iron Defense up, Calm Mind's up. Coffin should be able to live pretty much any attack of any singular mon. So double ups will be a little bit rough. We are running it with a Citrus Berry this week, just so that I can regain health after being below half, I think. Just so that So Mons like Poltergeist Decidui can't just straight up steamroll me. I'm able to set up in the face of a Poltergeist with an Iron Defense or something, and yeah, and I'll get health back. So that's the idea. Does take an eruption off Torkoal and Sun, so that's nice. It's rather difficult. Next we have. Do I have this? Do I have it in minutes? So next we have Flygon. We are running similar sets, basically the same set as last week. Earthquake, Dragon Dance, Dragon Claw, and Rock Slide. Really missing that Protect again. We are running it with Life Orb this week rather than a defensive one. It's a lot more hyper offensive, as you can tell, like max attack, pretty high on its speed, very low on its defenses and bulk. But I need that type of damage output to be able to do like to pick up a chip, pick up the KOs on like a chipped Zapdos and stuff. Like Flygon's my best answer to like Zapdos. So Dragon Claw can KO a no bulk invested Zapdos, which he won't be running. So I will have to do some form of damage. I expect that to be like 100 or so HP in the Zapdos. Dragon Dancer should be able to outspeed anything that's not Scarfed after a Dragon Dance. So. Then we've got Crobat with Brave Bird, Whirlwind, Cross Poison, Tailwind. Whirlwind is there to blow away the Aromatisse to stop it from going for like a Trick Room setup with Torkoal. I do have to be a bit careful. Crobat's not exactly in every game plan I've got. But if I do lead Crobat, I probably will like to bring both Flygon and Tapu Fini in the back, just so I can go for like a Tailwind, outspeed the Zapdos if needs be, Whirlwind the Aromatisse if needs be, and Tapu Fini's then in better position. Cross Poison, just to hit the Aromatisse, I suppose. It should do about 50% on average, so we have a chance to crit or poison, so it's not too bad. It's like 10%. I don't think it can poison, but it's like a increased crit chance, so who knows. Yeah, so and Brave Bird should be able to KO a 252 HP Decidueye, so. And this Crobat is EV to live everything on his team, barring like a spec set from like Regice or something, which I couldn't imagine him bringing anyway. It's very specially bulky. I have got Waconberry that does cover for Pincurchin as well, since I'm not running a lot of defense investment, so it should be able to live a Zingzap or something from a Pincurchin. So yeah, that's Crobat. And then lastly, oh yeah, so it is Infiltrator. That isn't a mistake. I did put it on there in case this screens with the Meowstic. I should be able to just ignore the Reflect and just KO the Decidueye, which is a big threat for like Tapu Fini and stuff, and my Cofagrigus. So, if he goes for a Fake Out into a Crobat, not knowing it is a throw in most scenarios. So I really hope he just plays like normally. And then, yeah, we got Mienshao. I don't often actually run it with Focus Sash, but I am doing this time. Running Close Combat, Fake Out, Knock Off, and Wide Guard. Wide Guard for the Eruptions. It's also there for like Discharge stuff, because I do feel like Discharge is more likely to come, considering I've got a Lightning Rod Raichu. But who knows? Who knows? We'll see his movesets and stuff. I am not a huge fan of Fake Out. I've got to be careful of Fake Out here, because if I Fake Out the Zapdos, I could proc Static, and then, yeah. Paralyze Mienshao is basically useless. So yeah, that's the team that I'm bringing. I will get hold of Zam and connect up, and I'll see you guys in a bit. Okay, and we're here. We're up against Zam. We will try our best. Let's hope that we don't miss anything. He has so many mons that he could just bring into me. I feel like his entire team can just be brought. Let the battle begin. So, Decidueye comes as expected, Aromatisse, so he doesn't have Terrain, unless he's got Misty Terrain or some Psychic Terrain with that. Aromatisse could lead up front, but what happens if I lead Flygon? If I leave Flygon Mian Shell, I think it's okay. Zapdos is actually... With it just being Zapdos, Tapu Fini doesn't look too bad if I can get rid of Decidueye. Rapidash doesn't seem too appealing for game 1 if he goes for a Trick Room mode, but with Coffin there, he might not go for it. I'm very tempted not to go Rapidash. Very tempted. But at least it can swap in on an option, so we'll do it. It's got fire, water, grass, and electric. Meowstic and Inteleon. Okay. Slightly more annoying. So I can't just go for that. If he goes, he can fake out my Flygon. So. Does he do it? Like. I mean, I've got to fake out the Inteleon, don't I? In case it goes high speed. But it could be really bad. I could swap in Rapidash. I'm gonna have to. I feel like Rapidash is the swap in here. Okay, so he does just go for Psychic. Okay, that's fine. So unless he's Scarf Inteleon, I should move first here. What's he got in the back? He's got Zapdos, doesn't he? I know Earthquake can KO. So can Dragon Claw. And I feel like a Dragon Claw into the Inteleon and a knockoff into the Meowstic could be good information. I could go for an Earthquake, but if I can avoid it. Okay, so Inteleon goes down, so it's not Choice Scarf, that's nice. Oh. That's a fast Meowstic. Yeah, Choice Scarf Meowstic. That's really good that I went for that there. If I'd gone for an Earthquake, I would have just killed myself for no reason. I think I just go for a Rock Slide. And I'm going to have to knock off the Aromatisse here, aren't I? Even though I don't want to. The Meowstic's not going to be running any protecting moves, so... It's also really... in case he swaps out Meowstic. Okay, so here's Trick. I mean, he's got no item. I missed the Aromatisse, that's unfortunate. He should be sending Trick Room here for Torkoal. Focus Sash, yeah. Tapu Fini would have been really good in the back, actually. Oh, Zapdos, okay. Okay, I see. Ooh. Coffin can take a hit, but then Flygon will underspeed the Zapdos when it comes back in, but it won't underspeed the Aromatisse, which actually sucks. He might just get a double KO here. Go for no, there's no point going for a white. Well, I could go for a wide card just in case he goes for Dazzling Gleam. I mean, it does reveal it, but it's fine. You never know. It's not like Mienshao can do much there. Okay, so he does just have Moon Blast. It'd be a shame if the Zapdos doesn't go for an attack here. Oh, cool, Heat Wave. Sick. Okay, so Rapidash is okay, but Coughing is better in my opinion. So I can Calm Mind. I'm going to try and recycle the Fake Out. Okay, so I get a Flash Fire boost as well. So I think I just Calm Mind again. And I think I just Flare Blitz the... I'm curious if that Zapdos is Choice Locked. No. Okay, so it's got physical. It does have physical. Okay. So it's physical and special. That's really interesting. Okay. Let's go for a Shadow Ball 2. Shadow Ball into the Zapdos. I'm going to Fake Out into Remetice. I don't think a +2 KO Zapdos here, but the fact that he's running mixed is interesting. Yeah, makes sense. Okay, so Trick Room ends. Mienshao should be back up to being the fastest, so let's just go for a Shadow Ball into you. And then knock off into the Zapdos to see what it's got. Expert Belt, okay. My Shadow Ball should KO. Ooh, it doesn't. Okay. Heal Pulse is nice. But that's Shadow Ball just basically confirms it for me with Sped F drop. I could Iron Defense up, but not worth. You could Protect and Trick Room to try and get Heal Pulses off on it. So I think he protects Zapdos here. Let's try and go for damage. No, he doesn't. That's unfortunate. I need to Iron Defense up or something. But I got Citrus Berry, so it's okay. Okay. Oh, crit. Yeah, that's pretty big. I didn't think that was going to kill me. The Rapidash wasn't much use in the back because if he just set Trick Room. He Proximate Berry, so he gets to see that I'm Citrus Berry. Okay, so Coffin winners game 1. He's got to bring Decidueye for game 2. I think I'd bring Crobat. That Scarf lead was pretty cool though. Scarf Meowshark. No, Scarf Meowstic. Because he can go for Trick, which means I can't do too many setty up stuff. Because he can Trick into my Flygon. Okay. So he will do lead. If I have Flygon and Mienshao, I can fake out the Meowstic pretty comfortably and outspeed it the following turn. And Inteleon, that KOs me. So I think I'd lead Mienshao and Rapidash. No, that's bad. That's bad. Mienshao's a decent lead. But getting tricked onto a Scarf, maybe I'd bring Flygon and Rapidash in the back just in case. But Tapu Fini would be nice, but then that Wild Charge, that's a really good tech. Coughing can be okay. Crobat would be nice on the lead though. I really like the Crobat lead. Let's go Crobat plus... Rapidash, Cofagrigus in the back with... Flygon. Setup in the back could be quite bad here. Not having Mienshao for that fake out pressure, not ideal. Yeah, Meowstic and Decidueye. I thought Decidueye would kill. Now here's the question. Yeah, he's got Trick, and he can Trick into Crobat to stop it from doing the Tailwind shenanigans. That's perfectly fine. But if he's got a Aromatisse in the back, I've got to save myself. And what can he switch into here from Brave Bird? Zapdos? I can technically just double up into the Decidueye. But I don't think... I'm just going to target one each. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, so my Rapidash is faster than his. Yeah, so. Oh, just straight up KOs. Critical hit! That was big. That was big for turn 1. Because Rapidash now outspeeds everything on this team. And do decent damage. Now I can see Aromatisse coming in, but if it does, I've just got Flare Blitz to the Decidueye. Okay, so Zapdos comes in. Now, I just have to. I have to Brave Bird into the Decidueye. And I can Flare Blitz into it. In case he tries to switch it out. Because I'm just going to double up into that slot. Okay, so the Flare Blitz KOs, which is really good because this means Coffin is a lot better off in the back. Oh, Rapidash surviving is huge. Okay, I should live a Thunderbolt or a Wild Charge here. Thanks to the combo. I might just go for a tailwind this turn with Crobat. Because Rapidash does big damage into the Zapdos, and I can win with Flygon on the back against the Zapdos. Torkoal. Honestly, I think I just want to get damage on the Torkoal. He's not going to protect it. Yeah, he protects Zapdos all day, every day there. And I want to try and get as much damage onto this Torkoal as I can. Good damage. I might be going for the mate. Okay, that's still good damage. Oh, Clear Smog. Oh, that's interesting. Probably didn't have any stat changes. Coffin could be good here. But Flygon can just Earthquake. Well, Rock Slide. And I'm going for the Brave Bird into the Torkoal. I want to try and get that KO. I can Dragon Dance here, but again, I just want to get that damage onto the Zapdos. I think Coffin can wall it out in the back. That's nice. Crobat survives, that's cool. Oh, so I'm actually faster as well? That's huge. If I flinch here, that's GG. Okay, dual wing beat. So it's a mixed Zapdos, which is interesting. Wow. Crobat gets the KO here. That first turn crit was absolutely huge, I think, because we could have done big damage into a Crobat, and Crobat did me so well in this game. Go for the Cross Poison. Go for the Dragon Claw. I don't want to kill myself. Crobat. And that's game. Whoa. GG's, man. So sorry for all of those crits. Well, and that's it. We're through. Oh, the Flygon gets us through again. Telling you. Flygon's done so much better than I ever thought it would do on my team. And I'm really surprised. I'm really glad that I led that Crobat plus Rapidash up front because it was high speed, high pressure into what he was planning to do. And Coffin was just such an absolute tank. And because of that, doing that in game one, where he was just tanking those attacks in game one, I knew he had to bring the Decidueye as his best answer for it. So leading the Rapidash plus Crobat, that was huge. And I was more leading Crobat in case he brought Aromatisse up front. But yeah, we make it. This is the furthest I've ever got. We're in the top 4, semi-finals bound. Oh, it's hard though, because it's either Gumi of the Rose Gold Pretzels, Goomer of the Bolton Bashers, or Chad of the Sun Warriors. So yeah. We've made it to the semi-finals, guys! Welsh Wailords! Let's do this. I'll see you next time, guys. Thanks for watching.